Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and
you support us live.
How are you, Barb?
Do very, very well. We got a big weekend for Steamboat Sailors. I've got a couple of games here, and right now the Sailors have been a little down on the season. Good play, but up to the competition, and they play down to the competition. This weekend's going to be a tough one, as we've got Stanley Lake coming in with a 6-4 record.
Yeah, it's going to be a really big weekend for the beat. Fort Collins once, lost them once as well. Of course, we played series against that Fort Collins team, and I say that because that's another one of the out there at the top of our conference. And so Stanley Lake can have the 3 minutes for the rhythm going, because yes, into the period 3 minutes. That was any form of offense, any form of building up some momentum, because anytime you do, it seems like you're heading to the box for another penalty. Now, the thing is, they've taken some really bad penalties. They
power play. The Sailors were very good. The Sailors can run for line there. And right now, you need this team, and I think part of the frustration for us and the coach is one of the best teams Sailors has fielded in their history.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much potential for this squad, but as I say, every time that word out, that is one of the most exciting, because it could be that you have a season that it just doesn't live up to it, and all of a sudden you're, hanging off the skates, you're done, and you're like, what happened? But this team still has time to turn this around. We've got, let's say, 5 games in the next 10 days or something like that. Got to here, got an away game on Tuesday, and then next weekend we head down what should be the last 3 games of the season. So definitely go time for Steamboat, and it's one of the more fun times for these kids. This is one of the best times of the year, because they're just at practice at this point. It's also because of their what their season's done so far. Have a ton of them coming. Yeah.
Enough seed, because they're coming out of that bottom conference, bottom division, and they've got Stanley third place right now. They've got Collins, who the Sailors are tied with right now, because we tied them here in Steamboat. Then they've got Summit County, and it was a tough win for them on the road. Now they get them back at home here at the Howelsen Ice Arena. So right now they've got games against this is a good way to head into the postseason, and if they want to have a chance and not play Regis in the first round, they need to win these games.
Exactly, and we saw what happened with Regis. There's no mistaking that the upper tier, the upper conference, is the in that conference. Some of the best in the state. Inevitably, you're going to follow up with 500-person school fields. Everyone who tries out for a team, and someone has 4,000 in a school. So that's just the hand we're and a bunch of awesome athletes. When you down to best route possible heading into a playoff run, and that's exactly what I'm about. And talked about, that would really do well for us.
Yeah, we would win the conference. We'd be coming in as our first team. This team went as far as any team, any Sailor team has historically, and I think these guys have. What's frustrating is these certainly have the talent. They have the, and certainly with a goaltender like Peyton Trix, they've got everything needed to run up in the Frozen Four, and if the hockey gods smile on them, end up in the final 2.
Yeah, and that would be obviously the best Sailors team's ever done. Last year was the far. I think they won 3 playoff rounds, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the beauty of it. There's so much hockey to be played. It's different than even
hockey since, I don't know, a very young age. I also like to view other sports at the high school, actually, watching the other kids play, compete, and I would like to go to college either in Colorado or California, but I'm not sure I take off first and then go to college at some point. I might be at college, but that would probably be just about because it's way too hard. 10 years, I see hopefully starting a family, settling down, and outside of school, I also am involved in cleaning, so my favorite subject in school is favorite movie. A lot of great movies, so I can't really choose one. Last summer I worked a lot, and I also went on a river trip to Desolation on the river, and it was a life-changing experience, getting tossed around by some massive rapids. My goals for the season are to make it to the ship and to be a team to get far. And my goals are to live life, we're looking at money, but to live life looking at happiness. What I remember most about being a sailor is my teammates and everyone I met throughout the years and gained friendship and experience with. Luke, I'm a senior and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most service around. The techs at Doc are ASC certified and go the extra mile to give you what you need. So take care of you and your family by your car. We are located on the west end of town, off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat.
For the Sailor Spotlight, a chance to learn more of your Steamboat sailors.
I'm number 30. I'm a goalie. I've been playing hockey for 15 years since I was 2. I only play hockey, no other sports. I'd like to attend college at University of Wisconsin, and I play hockey in college. In 10 years, I see myself being a sporting agent and just living the life outside of school, not anything other than hockey. My favorite in school is physical education because that's what I excel at. My favorite are really packed and just dope movie. Last summer, I worked at Catamount Golf Course. Real hard work. My goals for this season are to go far in playoffs and make it a full season. To be successful. What I remember most about the rowdy crowds and the friendships at Peyton Tritz, senior.
You've just heard the Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team of car wash and detailing professionals supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that providing you with excellent service, work, and detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle with affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services to fit needs. We are located at the corner of High Wash. You won't get a penalty.
Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for your hometown hockey team. Yampa Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat athletes and to sponsor this broadcast, Steamboat Sailors Hockey, on KTYV Sports on FM and 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Sports-related injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport not wearing a mouth guard, they are 6 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
My name is Quinn
and I'm a senior in high school. I'm number 26 and I play defense. I've probably been playing hockey for about 10, 11 years. I also like to play golf during summer because it's just a good hobby. I like to go to college at Mines, and I'll try to play there at college at their club level. And in 10 years, I see myself with a good job and looking to start a family. At the school, I'm involved in not really any other extracurricular activities. My favorite subject in school, chemistry. My favorite movie, Hacksaw Ridge, because it's just a really good film and I like the way it was made. Last summer, I worked a lot and I went to Washington, D.C. to see my grandparents. My goals for this season are to try to just off, have no regrets and just be happy with where I'm at. What I remember most about being a Sailor is having the team around you and knowing that you have your back at all points. I'm a senior in high school and I'm proud to be.
You've just heard the Sailor Spot on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Howelsen with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate to the Yampa. We are so fortunate to live in an amazing place and want to help you protect all good in your life. Insurance Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are of the Steamboat Sailors.
Steamboat is sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Steamboat to town, but space at your place. Steamboat Resort by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader with great rates at more than 800 units in the basic locals connection discount. That's the locals connection 879-8000 or steamboatresorts.com.
On FM. This Boat Springs. Don't move. The face-off is just moments. We joined the call. Steamboat Sailors Hockey 99.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from Howelsen Ice Arena. Your Steamboat Sailors just about set to take on the Denver Sun Devils. Should be a great matchup here from Howie Dome. Earlier in the season, these two teams faced off at Joey Burns Arena, just next door to Magnus at DU. But as for the season, they had some penalty troubles, and that really limited them in even though it was 5-0, it could have been a little bit more there for your Steelers. We'll see it come out with a clean game here today. Of course, they got into some trouble last night as well. I think they were up with maybe 8 penalties. There was another major to the tail end of the game, and Steamboat's kind of up if they want to make a deep run in playoffs. And it's games like this where it really kind of comes together for them to make sure that they start establishing good habits. You can slip right back into big games. And the opening lineups announced here for both. Before we go any further, however, I do want to thank sponsors, Doc's Auto Club, take care of your car, Yampa Bank, the Valley's only locally owned bank, FDIC, and Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, and the owner's. Don't forget about Steamboat Dental Center, dentistry designed for you. Visit Dr. Whitty and the team, or check them out online, center.com. Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between Town and McDonald's on Highway 40. And Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop. Always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515. Like I said last night, a pretty good moments. Steamboat got in plenty of trouble, especially in the second period and then towards the tail end of the game. But at the end of the game, that has already really been wrapped up in terms of scoring. The final 3, so good scoring that's established there. At different pieces, though, it really came in search for Steamboat. They got 3 in the first period, another 1 tacked on in period 2, and then they just had an unbelievable outburst in the first few minutes, scoring 3 goals in that third period, and then they got a late one as well. But again, it's really that penalty trouble. That's what they've got to focus in on in games like today's. Opening lineups have been announced. We're going to have the anthem, so we'll be back in 2 minutes for the opening face-off right here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy, a fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift, beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Back with you here from Howelsen Ice Arena, and we are just about set. Your Steamboat Sailors are in their home white uniforms, red numbers, black trim. They'll be headed right to left on the radio dial here in the first period of play. On the other side of the puck, it is the Sun Devils, and they are in their royal blue uniforms, red numbers, white trim, and obviously headed the other way on your radio. Pleased to have a little assistance in the booth here. Today it is Andrew Bilski, who is helping out. Andrew, hello.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for having me over again.
You bet. Really excited about this game as we're just about set for the opening puck drop. And talk about what you saw yesterday.
Well, I saw a couple of good, clean hits on the away team. A lot of people were angry about that. Felt maybe they weren't as clean as we saw it. I spoke with the officials after the game, and they had confirmed with me what I had seen. Both hits were good, clean hits. And luckily, nobody was seriously injured. And at the end of the game, we did see Nate Kelly get a major penalty. I have not been here long enough to see if he's on the bench.
He's playing today. So the word is that there was no disqualification. It was simply just a major in a game. Shot and a goal. It didn't take long. Sean Sullivan opens up the scoring. He came into the high slot 30 seconds into this game, and it's 1-0 just like that. We're just recapping a little bit more, and all of a sudden, here it is. We get our first goal of the game. So Sullivan got the puck in the far side, skated through that far side circle, and eventually was able to roof one right over the goaltender for Kent Denver. Off the ensuing faceoff, Sun Devils are going to get this one in deep, but they sent it the length of the sheet past their own red line, and so it'll come back 170 feet and be an icing call against the boys in blue. I was kind of talking about just before you got here that we really need to focus on the penalties and establishing better and not the parade to the box. Even yesterday in the win, it was an 8-3 win, but too many penalties, I should say.
Yeah, we need to not get sucked into the other team's physical.
Here is Ripley now. He scored his first goal of the year last night. Opened up the scoring, in fact. It's going to be worked back by Borgening in his own zone. Skates behind his own goal. Sends one out and finds Kelly. His saucer pass to open ice is a little too far for Ripley, and it's sent back the way by Kent. Going to go to the length of the sheet, no icing on it. Doris is there to take it. Fires a pass up to Ripley. One-touch play there to LaPointe. Into the neutral zone now. Here comes Kelly. He's going to be on his forehand. Oh, thank you for joining us. Got a little help from Ryan McNamara here.
Oh, fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Ryan McNamara.
And Steamboat with the puck as they're going to get this in the offensive end. LaPointe still out there forechecking with Ripley's help. Worked by the Sun Devil squad, though, from the far side of the near, and they will break this one out successfully as it is going to be worked in the far side corner by Kent Denver. Trying to pass one out front. It dribbles in on goal, and Peyton Tritz is there.
Ooh, that was an extra shot.
It sure was, but good restraint there from your Steamboat Sailors. A little bit of something to key in on is that Scott Glenn's going to be the official again here today, and having that holdover from yesterday, he's probably talked with the Steamboat coaching staff and let him know what he doesn't want to see any more of, and you didn't quite see any retaliation on that extra swing. Could have been a slash. He had that one covered. In the meantime, it goes down, and it's worked all the way back to the Kent Denver zone. 1-0 lead for your Steamboat Sailors on a Sean Sullivan goal. They're right to left here with 14:51 left in first period play. Puck rimmed around to the near side. It's going to hit off an official, I believe, or possibly the boards, and comes out to the neutral zone. Beckett takes it at the red line, dumps one into the near side corner. Colombo's going to pursue, and he will be the first one there behind the goal to the far corner now in the offensive end. Sends one up to the blue line, finds Morton. And will be off of a body and then back to the neutral zone where Beckett takes over and rips it back in. Steamboat touches up. It's an onside play, but that allows Kent Denver enough time to gather that loose puck. They'll try and send it to the neutral zone, but a little bit of an errant pass there. Caroms off of the Kent Denver player's stick. And Steamboat takes the puck once more. It's going to be Cameron Colombo. Swings at this one. It's taken handle. And his shot on goal, it's a heavy one, stopped by Tritz, and a rebound comes to the near side corner. Morton will take it behind his own net, skates out of the far side, and he looks up ice, finds McNamara. Nice little play, quickly to Kenyon, and Dakota Kenyon rips a shot, stopped down though, on a nice save from the Kent Denver goaltender. I believe today that's who's in goal. Shot on goal again. Pascal steers in the near side corner. That was an attempt from Kempers. Comes free to the far side. I'm wrong. That's Dicchiera.
Are you sure?
In net.
Are you sure that's how you say it?
Dicchiera, yeah, of course.
Okay. I was going to say...
never in doubt.
I spoke to Scott Glenn earlier in the day, and he said he went back and reviewed the film of the game just to verify some of the calls that were made.
Indeed, and the no calls, as the case may be on a couple of them. But from everyone's perspective, there was mostly a clean game on the reviewed play. Going to be rimmed around Denver too far for a streaking Spencer Thomas, and so it comes all the way back to the Sun Devils' end. We've got 13:26 left. Sean Sullivan opened the scoring up just 30 seconds into this game as he cut across the high slot from the far side and near and ripped one right over the glove of Dicchiera. And where we stand here just about 3.5 minutes into this one, it's going to be Burnson who will face off here, trying to win it back to Kempers. He could successfully. Kent Denver comes out the other way. Side boards by Whitmer. He's going to be someone to key in on. He had one of the stronger games for Kent Denver when these teams last met. Joey Burns. Up comes Griffin Malpe. Almost loses an edge. Somehow keeps his feet. Gets it in deep. And the forecheck. This is Yonka now. Sean Yonka. And getting it in the slot here on his backhand. Sends one in. Sean Yonka with a little off guard there. He set one on goal, and of course always to read that as a goaltender.
And that old changeup just, he played it wrong and it went through his legs. 5-hole.
5-hole. 12:58 left. Your Steamboats have jumped out to an early lead. What I've really liked about this Steamboat team the last two games this afternoon and yesterday is their quick starts. Obviously, well, they scored 3 first period goals, and that was something that they've kind of been working on through the season, because oftentimes it played down to their opponent yesterday and today. Here's Kent Denver now, just trying to break it out of their own zone. This is Bentz, his up ice pass too far for his intended target. Worked back by Steamboat. LaPointe's on the forecheck, and it pops free. Here's Ripley now. Ripley, he's got some to him now. A little swagger after scoring last night. He's right in front of the goal, tried to send it there. And it's going to be blocked down before it can find the netminder. Ditchiera not even shot. Now point into the near side with it. He's on his backhand, skates behind his brother Danny. Don't say anything. He's a linesman today.
Don't say anything.
I don't really know if that's technically supposed to occur because of like familial bonds and such, but he's out there. Good to see him on skates, really.
I've seen them two fighting before. I don't know how.
Everyone understands that from our perspective, but it's more so just a name. Here's Burgundy now. He's going to take this one in his own end. Rims it around the far side wall. Touched up by Nate Kelly. And it'll be taken by LaPointe. He overskated it, actually. Almost took it up ice. LaPointe, the blue line, rips a shot. Glove down by Ditchiera, and he's not going to allow a rebound as he flashed the leather there. This faceoff will come to the near side circle. The blocker side of the left catching Ditchiera. And we've got 11:45 left, Andrew. 2-0 lead, so good first couple minutes here for the Steamboat squad.
Yeah, I had a good top shelf goal by Sullivan and a slow off-speed trickler by Janka. That's always a good start, like you said.
Kent Denver now opting to swing dry, able to win it to the far corner where Hudson Warren takes it. Tries to work it up ice, but a good job from Thiel on the forecheck. Cut it down in the high slot. Now it's worked to the near side corner where James Dalen tried to take this one, looking to clear it. Worked up to the neutral zone. And Denver putting it in deep. It's going to be stopped behind his own goal by Tritz. Worked up to Beckett. Went under his stick, but it found Thiel nonetheless. Chips it up the wall looking for Colombo. But Gallagher is able to take it and fire it back in. Quinn Morton has to recover his own zone. Fire side at the hash mark. Thiel has it, then loses it. Sent by slot by Kent Denver. Home, though, in blue. Here's Kamitsky now. He scored one of the yesterday. Kamitsky takes over, sends him through the crease. Great forecheck there from Johnny Q. And the Sailors right now buzzing, and it's all their lines that are really getting things going. At the other end, though, this is going to be Hudson Warren. And he couldn't even get the shot off as was dispossessed. And now the puck comes just in front of the press box here. Kent Denver fighting for it. Colombo in there as well for Steamboat. And the Sailors eventually had it for a moment. Now sent in just wide. Brian. His argument is he followed through over that red line. Nonetheless, it's coming back 170 feet. 10:30 left here in the first period. A 2-0 lead for your Sailors, who are right to left on the radio dial.
Vladen, have we ever found out why Q?
Yeah, that's his middle name, John Quinn Kamitsky.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was not aware.
Well, you know, I'm all about teaching, you know.
Oh, well, did you ever figure out why we are wearing our away jerseys at home?
Like I said, one thing at a time.
Oh, okay. We'll go.
You learn something new every day, but you don't learn a lot of things new every day. Just one.
Okay.
Okay. We'll stick with Johnny Q for today. 10:16 left here in the own end. Saucer's one up ice, and Dakota Kenyon's going to go to the box as the penalty box itself opened up for Kent Denver on kind of an odd little play there. But Kenyon's head to the box, 2 minutes tripping as he down Alex. And so Kent Denver down by a pair of goals here to the man advantage. At least that was a little bit different of a penalty than we've seen from Steamboat. Usually it's kind of retaliatory or malicious hits, but those that your stick gets caught in the guy's skates. It
accidental.
Totally. Still a penalty. It happens. So Kent Denver puts their fifth guy on the ice. 5-on-4 play here for the boys in blue. It's going to be won by Denver. The side now. He's going to find the stick of Whitmer. Whitmer now plays pitch and catch on the near side. Handle is stopped. Bounce at it. Go on goal. Nice job from Steamboat with bodies in front, and then it's lofted down the length of the sheet by LaPointe. The first man there challenging the goaltender, making sure A.J. Ditchiera had to play that one.
That's some good old hustle at LaPointe.
He has definitely been skating a lot more this year than we've seen in the past 3 seasons. Seems as though he's... Which also...
That'll happen when you get stronger, older, faster.
You got it that right. Worked up by Kent Denver from their own end. This one out. It's going to be taken up ice by Drew Candle. Now we'll work it to the far side corner of the Steamboat zone. Tried to send it up to the blue line. Lost it to LaPointe. Then gets blasted into the glass. point. And a backdoor play. That's a pretty looking one for Kent Denver. And they strike on the power play. William Werner?
Let's go with Verneris.
William V.
Willie V.
So that was a nice play, though. I mean, that's quick tic-tac-toe passing from Kent Denver on the man advantage, and they capitalize. And now 2-1.
It's hard for a goaltender to move that fast side to side with a good pass.
And a one-timer. It didn't even settle it. He just able to rip that one right away. And it's 2-1. So Verneris with the goal. Billy V, as we like to call him. 8:52 left in the first period of play. 2-1 score. He's not going to be challenging for the all-nickname team, but, you know, we'll forgive him.
Especially since we don't. We just made up.
So what you're saying is his take on that's just not that good.
He could have some nickname that's so cool we don't even know.
That's true. Here's a big hit now by Kaminsky, and then he's going to be bodied off the puck, not before he's sent to the far side. Borgerding fighting for this one. Has a little bit of help from Colombo. Colombo takes it behind his own goal, out on the near side, rips one off the wall, and it'll be gathered in the neutral zone, at least for a moment, by William Calkins. And Calkins is going to try and work up ice himself. And eventually at the blue line of the Sailors, he loses it. Still in there fighting for it, a scrum just inside the zone. Taken by Borgerding there. He reverses away from one forechecker, tries on the near side, has time and space with him, finds Thiel. Up ice to Colombo. Nice breakout for Steamboat. Colombo tries to chip it up the near side wall. Can't get it in deep, and it's turned back the other way by Kent Denver and worked to the Steamboat line. Borgerding goes D to D and back again with Doris, and Doris has it. Tried to fire Kaminsky. It's going to be picked up by Kent Denver. An opportunity shot is going to be kicked aside by Tritz. Rebound to the far side hash mark, and worked up by Kent Denver. A little cross seam pass is tipped out to the neutral by Thiel. Chipped right back in by Kent Denver. Delayed off to gather and have plenty of time to work with. Break their own end. This is going to be Borgerding. Chips it in low, and it will be gathered net by Charles Wilkinson behind his own net. Steps out on the near side, fires a pass up that hopped over Whitmer's stick, and it's taken by Beckett once again. He'll just escape behind the goal, out on the far side, firing a pass up too far for Kenyon. Finds the over in Kent Denver. We'll dump one right back in. Here's Quinn Morton. Has to go a little shake and bake play with the goal scorer, Billy V. And it's worked up. Fished for that puck. Ended up coming out front, but there's Verneris once again. Well here in the early goings. Then has to throw the body. He's able to do so. Puck comes free. Couldn't quite maintain control, and Sullivan he's going forehand, but is eventually just run into the boards there as he lost space. And an extra penalty coming up now as Verneris will get a roughing or cross check. It depends on that one, but he'll head to the box for 2 minutes.
Billy V needs to get some more discipline if he's going to keep playing behind the plate. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, no, you're all right. It ended up being a cross-checking penalty against Verneris. 6:23 left here in the first period of play. 2-1 score. Steamboat on top here from Howelsen Ice Arena as fans continue to pile in. As Lipu wins this one to Borgerding. Borgerding walks the blue far side, finds Kelly on the near side, top circle. Shoots one, stopped by Chiera, and it's going to be taken again by Kelly on the near side. He's going to be hit, but has a little bit of support from LaPointe for a moment. However, Kent Denver's short candle takes it and fires at the length of the sheet. Tritz will set it up behind his own goal, taken there by Borgerding. He just skates through and to the near side with this one. Saucers it up to Kelly. Gathers it on his backhand in across the blue line on the near side wall. Finds Borgerding. And Borgerding point and shoots. Big save. Just ended up with the net there after the goal frame. So good job there from LaPointe being in the right spot, but a big save from DeChiera.
That first shot from LaPointe just was floating in the air there for what seemed like forever until Chiera was able to track down.
Same unit stays out there. It's LaPointe, McNamara, Colombo, Kelly, and Borgerding. Shot from Nate Kelly chasing down the clearing attempt that was rimmed around the wall. He gets it back from LaPointe on a give-and-go play. Up to now to Borgerding. Shot, big save, no rebound. from Ditchiera. So good job there from Kent Denver netminder.
Looks like he's starting to settle. A few jitters now in these 4 or 5 shots.
Been able to respond better than he was early on. We've still got 1 minute and 5 seconds of power play time. 28 left in the first period, and Kelly is a new man to take the face-off. He wins it. Shot from Colombo's blocked down by Kent Denver, and it comes to Kelly. Shoots one, and it goes through the crease and just wide. Point worked up to the blue line. He finds Borgening, walks that blue line, and will just wind and fire himself. It's blocked down by Ditchiera. Nice job there as some bodies collide. Kelly right in the scrum of things once again. And it's going to be taken by Colombo, and eventually it looks as though McNamara to the box. A little coincidental penalty there with William Candle.
He pointed to Candle when he went to the bench. Looks like it's on Hudson Warren for the Sun Devils.
Indubitably.
It was William Candle who laid out full body.
I don't wear enough gear to do that anymore.
It hurts if you don't get it in the right spot.
It does. 5:01. Still power play time for new unit out there. This of Griffin. No, that's David Thiel, Tanner Ripley, Quinn Morton, Matt Kempers, and Griffin Malpe. They've got 25 seconds with 4:44 on the clock in first period play. 2-1 lead for Steamboat. Takes this up ice himself. Down, ends up hitting a spot in this near side corner, fighting for the puck. Almost able to come up. Throws a man to the wall. Now Ripley comes up with a chance and bumped off the puck by Candle. And George Candle will rim it around to the far side. Picking it up is Griffin Malpe. Man's out of the box. 5-on-5 play. Shot from Morton from the blue line. Blocked down. Taken and ripped up the far side wall. Kept in by Griffin Malpe. He sends it down looking for Thiel. Too far for him. Taken a step by Ripley. Steps away from a hit, finding Morton in the process. And now Ripley again battling for position here. It's worked up the near side. And it hits off of Kemper, so no icing on the Malpe. Has to get back there as William Candle's in pursuit. And Candle, this one, a good forecheck here from Kent Denver. Sent to the back post. Good job from Matt Kemper, though, tying up his man in the 50-50 battle. Now settled his own blue line by Brian Whitmer. Fires a pass over to Charles Wilkinson, and he'll just get this one in deep to the Steamboat end. Once again, far side court taken by Kempers. Stops behind his goal. Avoids a check. Gets a pass off to Quinn Morton. Ice there to Colombo. At his own blue line. He's got one hand on his stick and is bumped, but not before he gets it into the Denver zone, and Griffin Malpe pursues with speed. He'll cycle one down. John Q continues it further along to Colombo. Poke checked away from him. Kaminsky's in there, though, helping out. Work to the far side corner now. And it'll be taken there by Colombo for a moment, though. A plethora of blue jerseys surround him. Still a Steamboat possession. Great job there from the Sailors. And a long shot somehow stays in play. Dropped just at the top of the glass there behind the goal. And so it will be taken Mickey in front now. Trying to get a shot off block to side, though, and Kent Denver clears to the neutral zone. Left here in the first. 2-1 lead for Steamboat. Up comes Colombo. He'll just and his body weight as well. And you can really tell there's a that one as Kelly looks to the official, knowing he could have gotten a trip on that. Got away with one, though. Worked up the far side. Denver tries to attack. What I was saying before that one is starting to settle in. You can tell that Kent Denver was a little bit angsty starting this one off and kind of put on their heels, but they've really found the rhythm of this game, and it's going once again. Back fired up to Kelly, and Nate Kelly will just stop at his own blue line. Rips has to Colombo, has to open up to get that one. He does. Fires into the far side corner and goes for a change after about a 2.5-minute shift. And now it's going to be taken by LaPointe. Goes behind the goal. Wraparound attempt. Comes out front. Kelly's on his backhand. Tries to get it into. He's not able to get it on frame. Now it's going to be sent up ice by Kent Denver for the intended target. It was Samuel Choi who was out there. And it will result in an icing. We've got just 1 minute and 39 seconds left here in the first. 2-1 lead for Steamboat.
Vladen, you're absolutely right on that Kent Denver analysis. Their pace of play has definitely picked up. I think if the Sailors want to win this game, they're going to have to alter their pace of play, keep up with them.
It is going to be
Kent Denver winning the face-off.
Yeah, sorry.
Henry Calkins fighting for it on the board.
I was just looking because I've got some updates. So apparently it was a good game between Eagle Valley girls and the Sailor girls basketball, but Steamboat not able to get the win. And the boys did win, but Mac Riniker hopefully he'll not be out for too long. We'll know more in the coming days. Great looking play from Kelly to the point. Couldn't tuck it home. What a save from Ditchiara. That was earlier right here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM.
Oh, I heard Lowen a little bit earlier on the radio.
I listened to the last little bit of the first half of the boys' game. Luke Borgening pursuing to his own zone. Up the near side wall. Kept in at the blue line by Kent Denver. Sun Devils seem to be a little bit more in the physical, at least more equal to this Steamboat Sailors team than the Gators were. A bit out of hand yesterday. These teams just playing the body as you should, trying to separate man from puck. Half a minute left. Period. Send it back to Borgening. Looks up ice. Fired one to LaPointe who didn't know it was coming to him. And it results in him come all the way back. 22 seconds left. 2-1. It was a power play goal from Billy V. Mr. William Verneris, who has brought us to where we stand is at 2-1. Steamboat still with the lead.
Hopefully he doesn't come try to punch us for calling him Billy V.
He probably wants to keep that as his new nickname going forward for the rest of his life.
It's pretty cool, I think.
That's what I think, too. 11 seconds left. High rising shot from Whitmer. Love down there by Peyton Tritz. And he saw that one the whole way through. 9.5 seconds left here in first period play. Off the ensuing draw to the glove side of Tritz. A shot comes, hits off of Kemper's skate, and will not get on goal. It's going to be taken by Yonka, who we haven't really seen, I think, since he scored.
Since the change-up goal he scored, yeah.
So the horn comes here at the Howie Dome. 3:38 in the afternoon. A little matinee matchup between your Steamboat Sailors and the Kent Denver Sun Devils. A 2-1 lead for Steamboat after the first 17 minutes of play. Back with the second period after a few brief messages. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Boat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to on 98.9. Sponsored by John's Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. And check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors Hockey. It was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the Sailors, so please support our sponsors. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey, only on Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Spring and SteamboatRadio.com.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Nate Kelly, and I'm in 12th grade. I'm number 19, and I play forward. I've played on the high school team for 2 years before this. I don't play any other sports. I'd like to go to college in the East, maybe at UNH or somewhere in Vermont. I will probably not play hockey in college. In 10 years, I see myself graduating from college, living probably back in Steamboat. I'm going to ski a lot. I don't really have any major plans, though. Outside of school, I'm also involved in ping pong. I'm a part of the ping pong club, and I play a lot of ping pong. My favorite subject in school is PE, and that's because I like to play the games and all the other sports that we do. My favorite movies are James Bond because they have a lot of action. Last summer, I chilled out a lot with all my friends. My goals for this season are to win and have fun. My goals for life are to graduate from college and high school and have a successful life. What I will remember most about being a Sailor is playing home games. I'm Nate Kelly. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
This is Skip Deardorff from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located at Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hello, my name is Matthew Kempers, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm number 16, and I play defense. I've been playing hockey for 12 years, and this is my second year on the team. I also like to bike race, play lacrosse, and occasionally hit the tennis ball. I'd like to go to college at CSU or MSU. I'll probably play some club hockey in college, but I'm looking to focus more on my academics. I see myself in 10 years with a great job and not letting money be an obstacle for me. Outside of school, I'm involved with hot tub cleaning with Luke Boarding, part of the BFA Club, part of Steamboat Springs Team Council, and my favorite subject in school is shop because it gives me a lot of freedom and lets my mind be creative. My favorite movie is Avatar because there's a lot of action scenes in it and the blue people are fighting for what they love. Last summer I went out to the vineyard and hung out with Quinn Keefe, and I went to Belize on a mission trip with the Methodist Church, and I traveled around a lot in Colorado. Goals for the season are to bond with the boys and make it as far as we can, but also have lots of fun doing it. My goals in life are to have a great family, settle down, get a good job, do what I love, which is hanging outdoors. What I will remember being a sailor is dinners and community and fans that we have at our home games. My name is Matthew Kempers. I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouthguard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today. Receive half off a mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support Steamboat Sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, help all needs.
Investments are very important, but so are the investment of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from teachers and mentors. I'm going to get your finance. Now's the time to help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one college. Please discuss your...
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hey, I'm Sean. I'm a sophomore in high school. I'm number 21, playing defense. I've played for 7 years. This is my first year on the high school team. I also like lacrosse and surfing. I'd like to go to college in California or Hawaii or somewhere with a beach. I'd try and play in college, but I don't know. Maybe I'll see how it works out. In 10 years, I hope I'll be living out of my car and climbing mountains and surfing and just kind of traveling up and down the west coast of North and South America, you know. Outside of school, I'm in teen council, student council, FBLA, stuff like that, you know. My favorite subject is not AP physics, probably math. My favorite movie is Pulp Fiction. It's got some great one-liners in there. It's pretty funny. It's got some good action too. Last summer, I went backpacking for 3 weeks in Leadville Mountain area, and I went to California a couple times, surfed a lot. My goals for this season are to get better, have fun times, and to win a lot. My goals for life are to surf a lot, be happy, be successful, and make an impact. What I'll remember most about being this sailor is probably all the team bonding and the team dinners in the locker room and stuff. My name's Sean. I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASC certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Small emergencies. Scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
Sports on FM. This is 88.9 KTYZ. Steamboat Springs. Don't move. The face-off is just moments away. Now we join the call of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 99.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here from the Howey Dome, where your Steamboat Sailors have a 2-1 lead over the visiting Kent Denver Sun Devils. I'm Vlad and Chase, joined today by Mr. the one and only Andrew Bilski. Andrew, how you doing?
Oh, thanks for having me on today, Vlad. I thoroughly enjoy watching hockey and talking about it on the radio with you.
Hey, that makes two of us.
That makes two of us.
Yeah. Don't you know?
Don't you know?
This is the type of game that we really were talking about, and it's just what they needed, you know. I can't even do it. Steamboat's wearing their home uniforms, I guess we'll call them now. The white jerseys, red numbers, black trim, and Kent Denver from the front range in royal blue, red, and white trim. Steamboat's going to be left to right here on 98.9 KTYV and online at steamboatradio.com. Hopefully we get a cameraman to start things off. I don't know where Ryan goes. I just don't get it.
He must have gone to the restroom, Bob.
All right. Well, are just about set to open up here this second period of play. And the official makes sure that both goaltending duos are ready. It looks as though the Sailors are going to start with Burnson, Yonka, and Cedar Turek here in the second period of play. Draw. It's going to be worked into the zone and chased down by Hudson Warren. He's rubbed off hard by Turek, but it looks as though Turek went up high with that one because he's going to get a call. Indeed, it is an elbow against the Sailors, and so it didn't take long, and Steamboat is going to be headed back to the penalty kill once again.
Yeah, Vlad, that was a good call. He totally had his elbows way above where they should have been. He should lead with his shoulder, though, not with his elbow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll learn his lesson here, and next time...
He feels shame.
And
then 2 minutes, he gets free.
After he gets free, he will hopefully have learned his lesson.
So a 2-minute penalty kill now for your Steamboat Sailors. Burnson and Yonka stay out there up front. It's going to be Beckett and Borgening on the back end. One-time attempt there. It's a heavy shot from Whitmer. It goes just wide. Kent Denver has to backtrack all the way to the neutral zone.
Oh, and that's a penalty right there. Why would you do that? Unsportsmanlike by Kent Denver.
Not sure what that one was all about, but Samuel Choi was not happy.
So Yonka lost his glove, and as he was going to pick it up, Choi shot it down the ice. Right in front of Scott Gluck, was standing there watching him the whole time.
Don't do it. He did it. He did it.
So that was a short power play for Kent Denver.
Only 23 seconds on the man advantage, and of course that's where they scored their goal. 2-1 lead for Steamboat, and now we play it 4-on-4. A little bit more magnified here at the Howey Dome because it is an Olympic-sized sheet of ice, so you've got 15 extra feet to work with in width. 16-11 left. Icing called against Steamboat as Colby Beckett hadn't gained the red line before he shot that one down the length of the sheet. And so 2-1 scoop. Steamboat's forwards look to be Nate Kelly and now he's on the back end. So Nate Kelly and David LaPointe. Borgening and Griffin Maltby, your defenders. Notable man missing from the bench. Well, two notable missing guys. Zach Walsh and Curtis Maltby, both not even suited up. I have not heard the prognosis on them, but of course they took some heavy hits yesterday and looked to be shaken up and maybe concussion. Potentially it was in the head region, so not 100% sure. We'll maybe reach out to the coaching staff in the intermission and see what happened there. Nate Kelly, while I was busy talking, works it up ice to the offensive end, chases down a loose puck in the near side corner, worked up to the blue line. He finds Borgening. Borgening just walks the line, finds Maltby. Maltby now looking, slowing things down, sends it down that far side wall. Good puck movement here from the Steamboat Sailors. Kelly gets it back and finds Borgening once more. He just works his way to the near side. Now Kelly in the high slot, making a few moves, and he's going to just wheel off. Coming up this near side half wall, looking for a man in front. It's LaPointe, and LaPointe couldn't quite get a shot off as he was knocked off the puck there. Now taken by Kent Denver again. Nate Kelly misses a check on the attempt here on the forecheck. And here is Steamboat wheeling out as Griffin Malpe as the Sailors are just about headed to a brief power play. Pass out front, shot, big save. Ichiera with a good stop there as LaPointe was on the doorstep. But he kicks out the right pillow and makes that save. 14:45 left here in the second. 5-on-4 now. Here's Griffin Malpe just top of the first circle, and his pass attempt blocked down. Kent Denver takes it and fires it up ice, and Malpe has to retrieve back in his own end. So that'll just about do it for this power play for Steamboat, abbreviated as it was. Coming up ice, this is Kelly. Looks as though Sullivan couldn't quite drag his foot along the blue line, and an extra move from Kelly at that blue line is the result of a offsides play.
Well, I know that was eating, but it almost looked like a power play when we were 4-on-4 there. Majority of that time was spent in our offensive zone.
Indeed, a lot of really good control there for Steamboat. Got one good chance from LaPointe, but really that was it. They'll look to pile up the numbers in terms of chances and hope for more goals. Well, it's 2-1, Steamboat on top. Left to right by V98. 14 minutes left in the second period of play. Here's George Candle. Tried to send it out front. Good back check, though, from Sullivan. Had help as well from Quinn Morton, battling front tempers and a Sun Devil player. And now McNamara throws a man to the ice. And here's Kent Denver. They'll have to just retrieve in the neutral zone. Sun Devils take this over to the near side. And it will go the length of the sheet. They're going to call that one an icing. They're icing so much they could open up their own bakery.
Ha yeah. Sign me up for a piece of that cake.
Nom, nom, nom. Nom. 13:43 left here in the second period. 2-1 lead for your Steamboat Sailors. No goals to speak of, though, here in the second period for either side. It's going to be Sean Sullivan with Kenyon to his right. And it looks to be McNamara to his left. They stay out, that same unit. Kempers and Morton on the back end. Here's Kent Denver. They almost got by. Great pinch, though, from Kempers, and he was able to get a stick on that breakout pass. Kent Denver gets another chance at it, and the Sun Devils will chip it up the ice. Taken by Kempers, then he swung at it and missed. 2-on-1 developing here for the Sun Devils. A chance, backdoor play, shot, big save from Tritz. Got enough of it to send it off the side of the goal. And Steamboat's back the other way. This is going to be Sullivan. He opened up the scoring, and he's in, makes a move, shoots, big save from Dicchiera at the other end. Great action there at both ends of the ice, and big stops, and then a backdoor play. What a stop. Highway robbery from Dicchiera. He's into the game. Holy cow, unbelievable. I don't know how he got across from left to right to make save. I think it was Kenyon on the back door, but an unbelievable stop. And it remains 2-1.
Vladen, I'm going to have to go call the police. We just witnessed a robbery. We're going to have to give some details about that sick pad save. And then he decided to get the glove action in there, too.
Flash the leather just for, why not?
I just made one spectacular save. Let's go for two.
Luckily, I have 911 on my speed dial.
Oh, good.
13 minutes left here in the second period of play.
Looks like the Kent Denver bench is having a discussion with Scott Glenn.
Not sure what that was all about. It's going to be Dumbo to take this draw, and it's worked to the near side corner. Offensive end for Steamboat. They're on the forecheck. Kaminsky's going to try and chase down the loose puck. Worked up, though, by the Devils. And the Sun Devils now follow up here, and it's worked to the neutral zone, where Borgening takes over for a moment. His pass up ice, though, intercepted, and George Candle will take it back for Kent Denver, sending it in wide of Tritz. Tritz will play this puck as Colby Beckett was able to get a hold of it and then run his man over in the same time. Now to the near side it comes. Here's Borgening. Student section starting to fill up a little bit more as they came in from the basketball games.
Now, Vlad, I know people were oohing and on about that hit, but Ben Fillerman was down on his knees when Beckett was going in for a check. There was nothing malicious about that check in any way.
And Fillerman also is outsized on that one by maybe about a foot and 100 pounds.
So once he gets down to his knees, his head is right lined up with Colby Beckett's hip.
Yeah. Here's Johnny Q off the draw trying to push it forward. Verneris also in there as well. Candle shot stopped there by Tritz. Back in front it comes, and it's going to be cleared out. Steamboat takes over. Here's Borgening, who jumps up into the play, sends one in on frame, and Chiera will just play this one. Worked around by Kent Denver to the far side, kept in at the blue line by Beckett, and again he sends a man to the ice who came in to send him down to that same spot. The frozen water, the frozen Serengeti, as I like to call it.
That's very clever. Very clever.
Thank you.
You're a silly guy, Vlad.
Yeah, that's about all I got going for me. Here's Colombo now, cycling it down the far side half wall. Johnny Q in there, but Verneris is going to...
High stick. Looks like the linesman called at that time. Must have happened behind the head official's back. Because we learned that the linesmen are allowed to call penalties.
Christian Stevens heads to the box, 2 minutes, high sticking the call, and Steamboat is on to a power play. LaPointe's going to be out there with Kelly, Colombo, Borgening, and McNamara, who comes over the boards. 11:40 left here in the period, 2-minute man advantage. It's going to be taken by Kent Denver off the draw. Good win there for the Sun Devils, but a great forecheck by Steamboat getting right on that loose puck. And now here's Borgening at the blue line. Sends it over to Kelly far side. Rips a shot, and that's in. Nate Kelly strikes for Steamboat, and it's 3-1. Power play goal, and it only took 14 seconds for the Sailors.
That was a good 14 seconds of power play. Looks like Kelly caught DiChiara moving side to side and got him on the space he vacated in that lower corner.
Also has had quite a few people in front, so tough to see that one if you're the goalie.
I always wondered how the goalies see that sometimes.
Sometimes they don't. It just hits them.
It just hits them.
That's when you're doing your job right, you know? 11:25 left in the second period. 3-1 score now. Your Steamboat Sailors extend the lead back out to 2. Kent Denver had the penalty. Sailors capitalize, and both teams now have a power play goal.
Oh, they called that for McNamara. Did we see that wrong? I thought Nate Kelly shot that.
He may have got a tip in front. McNamara was right there on the doorstep.
Okay.
Here comes Kelly now. Saucered over to LaPointe, but it fell to the stick of Hudson Warren, taken back by LaPointe, sends one over to the far side. At the half wall, it's once more Nate Kelly who controls, tries to fight off a few guys, still a puck somehow, and he got the shot off, save from DiChiara. Rebound taken by Ripley, fired to Morton, back to Ripley near side corner. Tried to send it out front and do it. Warren with an interception, and he'll look up ice. Can't do it, and a great forecheck again from Steamboat. They've been relentless this whole weekend on the forecheck. Here is LaPointe now. He loses the puck to Kent Denver, picked up by Nate Kelly. Tried to send one through the crease, no one home for Steamboat. Now pass below the goal to Gretzky's office, and LaPointe tried to go off the back of the net there like Forsberg did back in his day. Lost it to Warren, but again...
Oh, LaPointe's stick just broke.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Did you hear that one?
Yeah, I heard somebody say.
So much truth to that statement. He needs a Fisher hockey stick. 10:01 left, now 10 minutes left as the whistle blows. Icing called on Kent Denver, and they had just had about enough of what they could handle. They needed to change. But I've got to say, this is a lot better game than when we played at Joey Burns. For Kent Denver especially, they were on their heels for the most part. Even though Steamboat didn't get a lot going on in that game, they won 5-0, so it's kind of like, okay, they didn't get a lot going on. What are you talking about? But they didn't get consistent pressure. It was kind of, a few individual efforts that brought them to victory on that one. This is a lot better game for both teams, I'd say.
It looks like the momentum's moved back into Steamboat's favor, as Kent Denver now needs to try and recover and get back in this game.
That third goal helped a lot on the power play. It was Grant McNamara who scored it, with Kelly getting the assist. Now George Candle trying to fight off a few players, and he gets in behind the D, first man to the puck. Tried to send it up the wall, bumped from behind by Griffin Malpe. And then Candle, while he's down, getting a few extra shoves from Griffin Malpe, and it comes free to Kaminsky now. Johnny Q takes this one, tried to saucer it to Colombo, and it laid off sides as he didn't have control as he came across the line. It was behind him. Now Kempers intercepts a pass of his own, steps up across the offensive blue line, and just sends one in deep and regains his spot on the blue. It's usually where the defensemen go.
It's a good place for him.
Normally. Unless you're Eric Carlson.
Steamboat defensemen have been wide open on that blue line. Hopefully they take advantage of that here in the future.
Now it's going to be a figure skating show by Griffin Malpe. Eventually ends up on his backside. Now a big booming check on the near side wall by Kempers. And he opts not to run over his man in the far side corner. Colombo throws into the ice. And the physical play starting to pick up. Now, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Steamboat just needs to be wary not to get penalties.
And not to take, especially any bad ones like high elbows or cheap shots behind the play.
Here's Kent Denver. And a chance, a shot! And that one just wide and a little high as well as Spencer Thomas found himself open with a great opportunity but couldn't even get it on frame. Colombo now just checks his man down. It's going to be picked up by Thiel, and Thiel crosses his own blue. Now the red. Tried to dump it in deep, and he'll peel off for a change here. Chasing down the loose puck is Brian Whitmer. His outlet pass intercepted by Griffin Malpe. In comes Steamboat. Big check. Whitmer takes down Malpe, and Kent Denver comes out the other way. 3-on-2 developing potentially. It's going to be a pass that's too long, though, and Borgerding takes over, wheels behind his own goal, far side. He comes out and passes up ice to McNamara, a little too far for him. He tries to chase it down. No icing on the play. Great hustle from McNamara. Now he looks, looking for Beckett, and he couldn't quite get it to him, and a breakaway potentially for Kent Denver. Borgerding back-checking, and a backhand. A big stop from Tritz. He's able to get that one right in the logo. An awesome chance there, but a better save from Peyton Tritz. And a great back check, really limiting the opportunity from Spencer Thomas.
Very impressive back check by Borgerding.
Now Whitmer's in his own end. Saucers one out to the soft spot. He's got his man. 3-on-2 developing here. Poke check from Beckett. Went right to a Kent Denver player. Shot on goal again, but a stop from Tritz. And then he just,
tried to hand the puck right back to him.
Tried to do his best.
And now he has some words for Tommy Gallagher out there on the circle.
That doesn't sound like him.
I know. Usually he's so soft-spoken and quiet.
7:06 left in the second period of play. 3-1 score for the Steamboat Sailors. Want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, Yampa Valley Bacon, Alpine Lumber, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics. Here on KTYV 98.9, Sports on FM.
Oh, Kent Denver with the puck at the point.
Sorry, this is
stolen by LaPointe. LaPointe hustling for a breakaway.
LaPointe steals it at LaPointe.
Steals it at LaPointe. I don't know. LaPointe got the puck again somehow. Down low in the Kent Denver zone.
LaPointe has it. Those are my live reads, to be fair. At least I'm not just texting some random person.
Right. I agree.
Yes. Here's Kent Denver at their own blue line now. Dodging checks as LaPointe comes back and forces a man to dump it in wide of the Steamboat goal frame. Picked up there by Borgerding. And Luke Borgerding will outlet this one. Looking for Ripley. Dodges around one check. Tries to fight off a second, but it comes free. And it'll be taken by Kent Denver. Fired to the near side at the red line. Scooped up by LaPointe. He's going to try and come in. And a burst of speed gets him by a defender. Has a man on the back post. And it's going to be knocked away. DiChiara got a piece of it as well. But good defense there from Kent Denver getting back. George Candle now on the forecheck. Pasting up here in the second period of play. 5:53 left in this second stanza. 3-1 lead for Steamboat. Kelly has it behind the goal. Makes one move, gets free. Now knocked to the ice and loses the puck, and it's going to be scooped up by the Sun Devils and fired out. George Candle going to try and race this one down, but a good job from Beckett taking the right angle. And delayed off sides now against Kent Denver. They'll have to touch up, allowing for Steamboat to get plenty of time to break this one out. Morton finds Kelly. And Nate Kelly now dodges a check there. Candle had his numbers and wanted to lay him out, but a good job avoiding it. Now here's LaPointe. Shot there from a tough angle on the backhand. Is gobbled up by DiChiara. We've got 5:19 left, second period. 3-1 score, Steamboat on top.
Well, and I don't know if you noticed this or not, but there is a young Pee-wee-aged juvenile over there with a Minnesota Vikings hat. I can only assume that's Jeremy Moore's kid wearing a Vikings hat.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
It is.
It is. All right, Kent Denver won the face-off. Turnover to Steamboat in their own zone. Able to get it out. 2-on-1 developing in the Steamboat zone. Pass just bounces off the ice.
You got this, man. I mean, you're getting better and better. 3-on-2 now for Steamboat at the other end of the ice. Flipped in by Morton, gloved down by DeChiara, and there is no rebound.
Well, Vlad, I saw you take a drink, and I figured you wouldn't be able to talk while you're doing that. I put 2 and 2 together.
And it felt good on my brain.
And thought, hey, maybe I should say something.
That's why I bring you along, you know. It's that chemistry. It's that chemistry. 4:55 left now here in the second 17. 3-1 the score. Face-off won by Kent Denver in their own end. Sun Devils trying to just break this one out as Turek's on the forecheck. Has help now from Sean Yonka. And Burnson is the last man on this line. Turek takes it, fires it out to Yonka. And walked along the goal line. He paid for it dearly, but got the shot off and a good chance there. Now another penalty coming up here. Is that Turek again? Headed to the box?
They're talking to him. I just have to say that was William Calkins with a great hit right there in the slot. Stood his man up, separated him from the puck, and prevented them from scoring. Oh, they're getting rid of the
looks
penalty.
like an interference called against Alex Bentz of Kent Denver. So Steamboat headed to the man advantage with a 3-1 lead already. They scored 14 to their last power play. We'll see if they can duplicate the effort. They bring out Sullivan, Ripley, Thiel, Kempers, and Griffin Maltby. I guess I can just say Maltby today since Kurt. Here's Kempers. Stops, gives it off to Maltby at the blue line. Fired up top even further to Sullivan. Sullivan rips a shot. That one hits skates in front. Tucks it just wide. Rebound picked up by Kent Denver and sent the length of the sheet. In pursuit here is Spencer Thomas. Tritz forced to play this one, sending a long puck that is past everybody, and Kent Denver will take over. It'll be ripped back up by Whitmer, knocked down by Kempers at his own line. Steps up across the offensive blue. Kempers tries to block or get a shot off, and it's blocked by Whitmer. And he'll send this one down as well for Kent Denver. Tritz now sets it up. And Griffin Maltby peels out, trying to pick up a head of steam, gives a pass off to Thiel. He'll dump one in just wide of the goal. Chased down now by Sullivan. Sullivan will take this one, bodied off there, fights through it. Kent Denver, though, got enough of it and enough of Sullivan off the puck to get a chance to clear it, and they do so successfully.
Halfway through that penalty, Kent Denver looks a lot better on this kill than they did on the last one.
Griffin Maltby now. Outlet pass finds Kempers. And he'll get to the offensive end. Gretzky's at the blue line. Rips a shot, looking for a tip in front. It's going to be a rebound that comes free. Kempers chases down on the far side half wall. Makes one move around a defender. He's got someone on the back post. Had Sullivan, and it hits off sticks. And Sean Sullivan couldn't touch that puck. Great chance, though, and a good look from Kempers. And now another penalty coming up.
Slash he's calling.
And Sullivan heads to the box, and that will kill the rest of this 27 seconds of power play time Steamboat would have had. Instead, we'll skate it 4-on-4 for very near a half a minute. 3:02 left here in the second period, Andrew. 3-1 lead for Steamboat. They're left to right on 98.9 KTYV, but again, we see it. Penalties at inopportune times.
Yeah, this is going to cut their power play short. At least a minute and a half for Kent Denver to try and get something going. And do you realize you said Gretzky on the blue line? I think that was Kempers.
He Gretzky'd.
Oh, he Gretzky'd.
That's when he, the tight turn there. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you thought his skill was so great you were calling him Gretzky.
So here's the ensuing faceoff. It's going to be taken by Colombo and fired to Borgerding. He'll just send one up ice. Kent Denver has to backtrack to their own zone, and DiChiara will cover up as LaPointe was right on the doorstep there.
That was a good forecheck by LaPointe. There were two Kent Denver defenders there, and he was able to get DiChiara to cover that puck up, force a face-off in their zone. It's good hustle.
Yep. Tired me out just looking at it. 2:47 left here in the second. LaPointe's out there with Colombo, with Beckett and Borgerding on the back end. It's going to be worked by LaPointe off the draw to Colombo. One-timer is fanned on. That's strike one for Cameron Colombo. Now it's taken by Kent Denver. Taken right back by Cameron. And here comes Colombo. His backdoor feed to LaPointe, no good. And out comes the Kent Denver man from the box. And so a power play for the Sun Devils. A potential odd man rush coming up here, but great back-checking pressure from Steamboat. And then LaPointe ends up with it. He'll just fire one around the wall to the near side. Colombo's first man there. He gets bumped, and the puck comes free. I've got to really appreciate that. The checks today have really been good. A lot of times it's high school, and kids will get a little bit too anxious to just have that really big check, and there's been a few of them today, but for the most part, it's just been separating man from the puck, and that's really the whole...
That's the whole point of checking.
That's the whole point of it.
I agree with you, Vaughn. There's been some excellent good form checking here.
Here's George Candle, shoots one, and then knocks a man to the ice, and gives him a little extra as well, as Colombo will have words with George Candle. Taken by Kent Denver. Half a minute left here in the power play. A minute and 32 left in the period. The outlet pass from Whitmer a little bit too far. Beckett has to chase it down in the far side corner in his own zone. And we'll take this one, reversing course with that pass. Taken by Whitmer. Whitmer tried to send it out front. Great play there from Borgerding as he was down on one knee. Now Whitmer winds and fires. Didn't miss by much. Comes all the way out to the near side at the blue line. Hudson Warren had to get right by him and will be forced to retreat to the neutral zone. Taken by Steamboat. Borgerding's clearing attempt from his own zone is initially blocked down, came right back to him, and a man steps out of the box. Borgerding now will just send this one up the near side. McNamara picks it up, and he's going to chip it in, and that'll be an icing called against Steamboat. No, they wave it off.
Nate Kelly was down there, what appeared to be first.
They don't do that, though. It's straight icing here. They just wave that one clear.
So that was a referee mistake.
Not a mistake. Sometimes they deem that it's for whatever reason, maybe the player could have got there.
Oh, okay. He let up. I see what you're saying.
Indeed. Now here's Beckett trying to fight a man off. McNamara was driven into that Kent Denver player. That is Choi. And he's a little slow to get up, but stays on the ice. 17 seconds left here in the period. Kelly, little toe drag and shoots right away, but shot goes wide of the net. And now it's going to be taken by Whitmer on the far side, trying to get free, but Kelly picks his pocket. Nate Kelly now comes in, gives one off there to Johnny Q. Couldn't get the shot away. Whitmer takes over, and that sends us to the second intermission. 3-1 the score. Only the one goal from Steamboat in that last period. So a little bit quieter on the score sheet, but still a lot of action at both ends. Some big checks, as we said, and some good checking as well. For Andrew Bilski, I'm Vladen Chase. Thanks to Monica at the board. We'll be back with third period action. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9. Sponsored by
Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on steamboatradio.com and watch the game live. And check out the complete schedule while you're there.
Steamboat Sailors Hockey was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the Sailors, so please support our sponsor.
You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Hockey, only on Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Spring and SteamboatRadio.com.
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we're proud to support Sailors Ice Hockey. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on KTYV Sports on FM and 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game, and let's go, Sailors!
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASE certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, I'm Tate Doris. I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 12. I play right wing. I've been playing hockey for about 10 years. Other sports I like are lacrosse and badminton. I'd like to go to college at CSU or DU because they both are pretty close to home and they're pretty good for engineering. I do not think I'll play hockey in college. I think I'll mostly focus on school and getting a good job after that. In 10 years, I see myself owning a business, having a good family, and living a life. Outside of school, I am involved in working and also hanging out with my friends. I work at Salt and Lime. My favorite subject in school is chemistry because I have some of my friends in that class and we do a lot of more experiments than just writing. My favorite movie is Cool Runnings because it's a really funny movie and it has a good overall moral. Last summer, I worked a lot at Salt and Lime. I hung out with my friends. I went to King Solomon and I also went to a Migos concert. My goals for this season are to improve a lot, get a run in the playoffs, and have fun. My goals for life are to get a good job, make money. What I remember most about being a sailor is the team dinners and just all the team bonds we have. I'm Tate Doris. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Zach Walsh, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm number 22, and I play right wing. This is my second year playing on the high school team, and I also play varsity golf. I'd like to go to college at CU. Seems like a good college. I will not play any sports in college. I'll just be getting a engineering degree. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Being a mechanical engineer. Outside of school, I'm also involved in working and golfing, of course. My favorite subject in school is physics, and my favorite movie is American Sniper because war movies are sick. I worked last summer painting houses around Steamboat, and that was fun. My goals for this season are to make it to playoffs and pretty much just do good in the season overall. My goals in life are to be an engineer. What I remember most about being a sailor is the bus rides with the boys. I am Zach Walsh, and I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat Sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
Hey, Sailor hockey fans. Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown hockey team. Valley Bank is proud to support all of our Steamboat student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailor Hockey. EY Sport on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School is an example of our neighborhood hometown. Valley Bank, changing home banking. Let's go, Sailors.
Sports-related knowledge account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Hi, I'm Tanner Ripley. I'm a sophomore. I'm number 4. I am a center. This is my 11th year playing hockey. I also play baseball. I like to go to college at CSU, Wyoming State, or Texas A&M. I don't think I'll be playing in college. I probably won't get a scholarship. In 10 years, I see myself with a job working with something with animals. I also see myself with a nice family. Outside of school, I'm not involved with too much, just chilling with the boys. My favorite subject in school right now is shop because I get to have all that free time and I get to express what I like to do and what I like to build. My favorite movie probably has to be Lonesome Dove because it's one of my favorite old Western movies. Last summer, I took a rafting trip and I just chilled with the boys mostly. My favorite memory was the rafting trip because we got to jump off cliffs and I got to hang with a bunch of Germans. My goals for this season are to be one of the best players and hard workers, and I'd like to get over 10 points this year. What I will remember most about being a sailor is probably all the locker room and hanging out with the boys and what it was like to play for the school at home. I'm Tanner, I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have a family coming to town but space at your place is tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 30 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit SteamboatResorts.com.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboats. Don't move. The face-off is just moments away. Now we join the call of Steamboat Sailors Hockey on 98.9.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from Howelsen Ice Arena in Steamboat Springs, Colorado for this third and final period of play between your Steamboat Sailors and pizza.
That guy has a lot of pizza.
I hope he's sharing. And the visiting Kent Denver Sun Devils. They are not playing pizza.
Is that the Kent Denver guy? He's trying to make friends, I think.
I think we should go make some friends.
He's got 10 pizzas.
I mean, look at that. Just like, hey, wave him down. Like, hey, come here.
Over here.
Hi, I'm really nice.
Kent Denver, shout out.
This is my friend, Andrew.
Sun Devils.
Yeah. 3-1 score after 34 minutes of play here from the Howie Dome. Steamboat occupies the greater of those two numbers. And I'd say that it really was a good and even second period of play. The one thing that Steamboat's got to be weary of, again, is that penalty trouble. It's not necessarily been the numbers of penalties today. It has been kind of the timing of their penalties. So they did eliminate a couple of their power play chances due to some infractions that they received. So they watch it. 17 minutes of play remaining here in this one as we are just about set for the opening face-off for this third period. Peyton Tritz still between the pipes for the Sailors. He comes out leading the troops onto the ice. Steamboat in their home-away whites. We don't really know. Red numbers, black trim. And they'll be right to left on the radio dial here in the third period of play.
Hey, our cameraman is here.
He made it on time. How about that? Ryan McNamara. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
He walked right by that pizza without even looking at it.
I don't know how he did that. I've been staring it down. Just about set, though, for that opening face-off here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. And it looks as though LaPointe's going to come out here with Nate Kelly and Tanner Ripley. Back end is Kempers and Griffin Maltby here in the third period to start things off. Face-offs won by Kent Denver. It seems as though they've been winning a few more of the draws. Steamboat, though, has followed up really well in some of those offensive end face-offs for the Sailors. Here comes George Candle. He's in, gets hooked. Penalty coming up against Griffin Maltby. It took 17 seconds and an infraction against the Sailors. And a power play for Kent Denver with fresh ice to work with.
I don't think he heard you when you said penalties at inopportune times.
I think you're correct.
You don't really want to start the period with a penalty.
No, sir. So George Candle is going to be coming out here to face off against LaPointe, who stays out with as a group for this penalty. Still on the back end for Steamboat, and it's going to be sent down the length of the sheet off the draw that was won by David LaPointe. Now taken by Kent Denver in the far corner. And getting away from pressure is Hudson Warren. He looks up ice. Nice pass there. And a 2-on-1 developing potentially. Poke check, though, from Kempers. Now here's Verneris. Gets it to George Candle. Comes to the high slot. Picked by Whitmer. He sends it to the far side. Verneris rims it up there. Fires a shot on goal, and it's Tritz, and he'll hang on. No rebound to speak of. Still $1:23 left here in the power play for Kent Denver. 16:05 left in the game. 3-1 lead for Steamboat. They're right to left on the radio dial if you're just joining us here on KTYV 98.9.
Looks like LaPointe staying out there for this whole penalty kill, possibly.
It's going to be taken out by... There's Borgening.
Oh, my fault. That was Borgening.
Okay. I was like,
the S sometimes confuses me, makes it look like a 5.
I 100% agree with you. Kent Denver now is going to work it up to the near side. High slot in the Sun Devils' end. It's very nearly intercepted by Borgening. Kent Denver does recover. They work it into the offensive end here. It's Gallagher chasing down this loose puck. Fought off, though, by Sullivan, and then Sullivan picks it up, gives it to Kempers, and he rips it down the length of the sheet. Bicciar will just leave that one off. It'll be gathered in by Alex Bentz eventually. McNamara in on the forecheck. Bentz avoids him, goes down in the process, and has to fight off the forecheck of McNamara once again. He'll cycle behind his own goal, finding William Calkins. Calkins sends up to the near side, and a man tries to get behind Kempers. Couldn't do it as William Candle tried to get behind the D, but a good job from Matthew Kempers. He gets help from Borgening. Once more, the puck sent the length of the sheet of ice. 15 minutes left here in the game. 15 seconds left. In the man advantage. Here comes Kent Denver on the breakout once again. Fired off to Choi on the near side. He rips a pass right into the feet there of his target. It hit off the skates of Ben Fillerman. Picked up by Kemper. Sent the link to the sheet, and that'll do it for the power play for Kent Denver. So a really good penalty kill there from your Steamboat Sailors. They didn't really allow Kent Denver to set up at all and gain any real momentum on that. So good job killing it, Steamboat. Whitmer shoots one off of Beckett's stick and up into the netting, and that will be cause for a whistle and a face-off. It'll stay inside the Steamboat end.
I want to say Kent Denver only had one shot on goal for that power play.
First you did, they were pulled off, 55 seconds after whistle, and then they really didn't reestablish any extended zone time. Great face-off win, though, from the Sun Devils. 5-on-5 here from the Howie Dub. Here's George Candle, rips a shot. Big save from Tritz. Rebound picked up and tried to send it to the goal. A ripper of a shot there again from Candle, just wide of the goal frame. Kept in by Whitmer, and his shot blocked off by Quinn Morton. 14:07 left here and ticking down in the third period. Sent up ice to Colombo. He couldn't come up with it. Morton follows up, gets it to the neutral, and he'll just get a little assistance from Johnny Q, sending it in deep. As DiChiara will get this one. Looks as though a penalty behind the play, slashing coming up against Kent Denver.
Nope, they're opening the Sailor side of the box. Mistake by the crew, sorry. You were absolutely right.
Wow, I was really confused.
Henry Calkins for Kent Denver. 2 minutes for slashing.
So the power play unit comes out. Sullivan, LaPointe, McNamara, Kelly, and Borgeting here for your Steamboat Sailors. Oh, man, we can't have any pizza. Our boss has told us no.
Oh, shenanigans.
Yeah, Farva, what's that one place you love with all the stuff on the walls?
You mean pizza? I mean shenanigans?
Yep. Here's Kent Denver intercepting a pass. Whitmer's up ice. He's going to try and get by Borgeting, who goes down. Breakaway for Whitmer. He's in. He shoots. Big save from Tritz. He holds tall and stays in the butterfly and shoulders that one off. I don't think Whitmer realized he was on a breakaway there.
He could have stopped after Borgeting fell. He had a good few seconds to try and do something with that puck, but he took a good shot. But Tritz got a piece of it and knocked it up over the netting.
Great job there from Peyton, keeping this one a 3-1 game. 3:30 left here in the period. 95 more seconds of penalty kill time and power play time, for the Sailors. Worked up ice for Sullivan. He's in with speed, goes behind the net, out on the far side. He'll try and send one over to Kelly. Ill-advised pass, and it's going to be Kent Denver. Up ice, 2-on-1 developing. It's going to come free. A chance, a shot. Big save. Rebound is stopped as well. Tritz with a number of really big saves here on this penalty kill right now.
Power play. That's a power play.
Penalty kill for Kent Denver, sorry. Kent Denver, shorthanded, has had the better of the opportunities. I was getting there eventually.
Oh, sorry. I didn't let it develop.
No, you're supposed to help me out there. That's exactly why you're here. So I appreciate you.
No, I was looking at pizza, sorry.
Really distracting over it. Pepperoni. 13 minutes on the clock here, and another minute and 10 seconds left in this penalty against Kent Denver. I almost just messed up again.
Penalty kill by Kent Denver.
Oh, man. It's going to be worked into the zone. Fired up the near side wall. Kept in by Kempers. In the offensive end for your Steamboat Sailors, Kempers makes a move, spins off a defender, comes out, passing one that's tipped away. And it'll go all the way to the far side of the ice where Morton takes it. Finds Malpe, rips one into the far side corner. Tanner Ripley in pursuit here, but Kent Denver are the first team there. And here's George Candle. He tries to turn the Jets on, makes a move, and Candle's free. Breakaway. Candle's in, shoots one. He found his loft wedge, missed everything and everybody, and goes into the netting. I don't think Tritz had a touch on that one, but the officials say that he did. So save, I suppose, for Peyton Tritz. That looked like he just flipped that one over.
That's what it looked like, but the face-off's obviously in the zone, so they're saying he got a piece of it.
Could just be what the officials saw. 12:24 left here in the third, and that is the fourth golden chance. Short-handed for Kent Denver.
That's a great penalty kill when you get 4 breakaway chances.
Yeah. Here comes Ripley at the other end for Steamboat. Fires one wide of the goal. Morton chases it down. Now he just decides to leave it for Malpe. Chips it up that far side wall. Picked up by Kent Denver. Hits off of Thiel's skate. Kept in by Morton. Taken down by Ripley. Dodges one man. Shoots it just wide. And the rebound's taken by Whitmer. He's going to be knocked down hard. Kempers just absolutely lays him out. Another clean check there. Whitmer hops right back up to his feet, and then he's knocked down by the official as Griffin Malpe and Whitmer came together with the stripes there.
The Sun Devil fans are giving it to Scott Glenn for that hit.
Best one of the game. Whitmer steps out from beyond his own goal. We're at 5-on-5 play here from the Howelsen Ice Arena. Chipped into the zone by James Dalen, and it's going to be chased down on the near side by William Candle. 11:20 left in the game. Out comes he gained. He's going to fight off the check of Whitmer. Gets it in low. There's Johnny Q sending it even lower, trying to find Colombo. Picked off by the Sun Devils. Worked up the far side sheet of ice. Taken there and shot to the near side corner by Griffin Malpe. Kaminsky's first man there. Hops over his stick, though. A 2-on-1 developing. It's going to be Candle who comes up. Tries to get it to the middle of the ice. Hops free. Shot. Big save again from Peyton Tritz, who's standing on his head here in the third period of play, as most of the chances have been Kent Denver opportunities.
Well, and if this Sailor defense doesn't clean it up, they're going to let Kent Denver right back into this game with all these breakaway chances.
It's only 3-1. They seem a little bit lackadaisical back there, trying to get some of these loose pucks. Here's Kent Denver once again. They continue to fight. Sun Devils working it from the far side corner, and a delayed penalty, and there's another one. It's going to be against Colombo for interference. Borgening touches the puck, and Colombo will go to sit. 2 minutes cross-checking actually, yeah. The call, and so Kent Denver's already been piling it on in terms of gaining some momentum here, and now all of a sudden a chance at a power play. That's where they scored their only goal of the game so far.
It's what you said to start the period, was penalties at inopportune moments. We're back on our heels, and now we just gave them a power play. Hopefully penalty kill will turn this thing around for us.
Johnny Q and Grant McNamara, the two, they win the draw and send it down the length of the sheet. Nice job there from the foot. Borgening and Colby Beckett will be the defenders here in the first unit of penalty killers. Nice interception from Borgening. He gets run there, but is able to get one right back in deep. I always love seeing this. Steamboat Sailors all really standing on their bench. Kent Denver, for the most part, sitting down. Always kind of funny to see that. Means nothing, but it's comical. 10:05 left. Wernerus has to go back to the neutral zone as it hit off of his skate and went into that neutral area of play. Now Whitmer comes in across the offensive blue line for Kent Denver. Nice job holding the box here for Steamboat, but a good move, an opportunity, slid towards the goal, stopped by Tritz, and he hangs on as he ended up below the goal line.
It looked like Samuel Choi with a fantastic little, what do you call that, dance?
Yeah.
There in front of the net around the defenders.
Little dangle?
Dangle? He just, Tritz played that aggressively and gave him nothing to shoot at.
And Tritz almost got a penalty there because you have to be touching the crease or close enough to it. And so he almost got a penalty. Scott had some words with him.
Maybe giving him a warning.
Yeah. Here's Sullivan. Good first move. And then he's going to be driven hard to the boards. And Kent Denver able to get it out. And advantage, though, so Steamboat will take this all day long. It's going to be sent in by the Sun Devils, and William Candle almost stole it from Colby Beckett, but good effort there from Beckett. He throws a man down, but again, Kent Denver keeps it in the zone. Taken by Borgening, and finally, with calm and patience, sends the link to the sheet, and he'll go for a quick change.
Excellent eye by Borgening to find the open ice to get that puck all the way down.
William Calkins now. Outlets to his man. Sent up further by Spencer Thomas. One-timer, stopped. Rebound comes to Thomas, sends it back out front, and it hits off some skates and never goes on frame, but a good little chance for Kent Denver. Now back door play. Hits off a few more sticks and skates, and then Dakota Kenyon's in, fighting. He's free on a breakaway chance, shot, and a huge yard. And the puck had just come to the officials crew lost sight of it. I got so excited I jumbled my words.
That's some excellent hustle by Dakota Kenyon to separate himself from the man and get a backhand attempt. He caused DCR to aggressively move across the crease. If he didn't look like he had that puck, we could have maybe made something of that.
Still shorthanded here for Steamboat for an additional 7 seconds of play. There'll be a new centerman in as Kaminsky tossed from the circle. In comes Thiel. Kempers out the moment. Off the draw, it's going to be won by Kent Denver. But an errant pass is picked off by Kaminsky, and that'll do it as out comes Colombo for your Steamboat Sailors. Now it's going to be Whitmer. He comes up ice and eventually taken away from him by Kaminsky, taken back by Kent Denver, however. Fired up to Whitmer, and he gets a little bit of help. He's into the zone side. But at the Sailors' blue line, it's eventually put forward by Colombo to neutral area. Now an interception on in on side, rips a shot, stopped by DiChiara. And a good job there from Johnny Q. Thiel getting back on side just in time.
It looked like he almost was going to dive. He made a jump for that blue line. I don't know if you saw, DiChiara was very high in the crease on that one.
Cutting down the angles. 8:08 to go. Steamboat Sailors up 3-1. They're right to left on the radio dial here on KTYV 98.9. Sports on FM. Want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, the Yampa Valley Bank, and Alpine Lumber, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics, as well as Steamboat Dental Center. Here is a chance for Kent Denver trying to possess in the offensive end. Sun Devils will take this in the near side corner. In the Steamboat zone, comes out front, swung at by Choi. He couldn't get it to go on frame. Now on the near side, he dances around one man, sends it to the goal mouth once more. But it's going to be taken by Steamboat, and they're back the other way with speed. Across the red line, here's Kaminsky. In across the blue, sending it to the goal mouth at the other end of the ice. And there's a chance for Morton, but he couldn't quite get the backhander to go on frame. Now Kempers winds and fires. It's going to be skated aside by a defender. That was William Calkins who got in the way. Taken back, though, by Thiel. Loses a Colombo takes a man down as there's just fighting for the loose puck here. It eventually works up to the blue line. Fired back down the wall by Kempers as he kept it in.
Thiel just checked Colombo.
And a little team self-check there. Colombo now bumped from behind, cycles it low. Kaminsky's there as well. It'll be fired out. Twice here. Whoa, a lot of stuff going on in my life, you know.
Kempers chases down the puck in his own zone. Skates it out to the neutral zone. Headman pass to Ripley. Ripley fights for it on the boards, and it ends up back in the neutral zone.
6:29 to go in the third period of play. 3-1 score for Steamboat. And Blood and Chase joined by Andrew Pilski, who's auditioning for his play-by-play role here and doing an excellent job of it. Ripley sends a pass out front, taken back by Kent Denver, and the Sun Devils look up ice. This is going to be William Candle. Sends it looking for Whitmer. There's LaPointe now.
Took one to the
fight.
face.
He did fight through a high stick. I didn't know whose it was, though. There was about 3 or 4 players from both teams involved in that one. So
yeah, it's hard to tell whose stick that was, but he skated through it like it wasn't even there.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes when things are hitting you in the face, you get a little distracted.
But hey,
the point skated right through it.
I do want to thank Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, and Steamboat Ace Hardware, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics, as well as UC Health and Yampa Valley Medical Center, Chris Bucket at the downtown Edward Jones, and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rental. He's gets tripped. The boys play.
Also, number 9, Henry Calkins pushed Ripley into the goal, dislodging the goal. That also could have been a penalty. Officials are discussing what happened here. And they're pointing at the net.
So, face-off's going to stay inside. I guess they were just talking about where it'll be. And by that I mean, where will they be after when they eat dinner?
They're going to come join the Sun Devil fans for some pizza.
If I get free pizza, I'll be a Sun Devils fan.
Okay.
Cheap, what can I say?
Cheap.
5 minutes left in the game here. 3-1 the score. It's going to be worked up the near side wall of Kent Denver's zone and eventually out. As Sullivan will take it at his own blue line. Sends one over to Borgening. Stepped into that pass, now peels around as he's forechecked Off the wall on the near side, he finds McNamara with the pass. Dumped in below the goal. This one gets beat out of the corner, and now Denver's trying to come out the other way. 2-on-3 now, 2-on-4 developing. Puck squirts into the Steamboat end. Griffin Maltby picks it up and takes it behind the goal. Comes out on the near side, stops, loses his footing, and it comes out front. A chance put just wide by George Kent. Him a couple minutes. Back out again. The Sailors to Sullivan, didn't connect. Then Sullivan runs a man over, comes up with the puck, sends it out front. It bounces around, and it'll be kept in at the line by Griffin Maltby. Maltby now takes this one, dancing around one man, then two, gets it down to Kenyon. Passes off to McNamara, sends one to a crowded high slot. Couldn't connect with Sullivan, and it's going to be all the way back out to the neutral zone and into the Steamboat end where it's these games. Kent Denver now looking for a long stretch pass. Hit off his own man in front as Whitmer was looking to try and streak a guy. And now Kent Denver again. This is Choi coming into the zone. Rips a shot. Glove down by Tritz, and he'll hang on. 3:55 left here in the third period of play. A 3-1 game.
Vaughn, you promised the fans you were going to find out about Curtis Maltby and Walsh.
Yeah, they are not playing today. That is correct.
Do you think Ryan McNamara knows?
I don't know. Well, hold on one second.
Well, Vlad asked Ryan McNamara the status of those guys. Sailors take a face-off in their own zone. Up the boards, Kent Denver corrals it, knocks it in deep. Kent Denver passes it down to William Calkins, who loses it out to Colombo. Colombo through the neutral zone. Ooh, big hit on the blue line. That was Johnny Q getting stood up and separated from the puck.
Comes out front, now a foot race the other end, but Peyton Tritz will come out and win it for Steamboat. He sends one, and Whitmer just is going to fire one in. Tritz with the stop. And he knows he maybe made a little misplay on that puck, but he got it out to the neutral zone, so he allowed for time to get back into his net. 3:19 left here in the third period of play. As promised, I found out for you.
Oh, okay.
So Zach Walsh will be heading to the doctor in the next day or two to get his baseline test and see what's going on there. And then Curtis Maltby got some stitches, but we're unsure if he's getting checked for a concussion or not.
Okay. Well, thank you for that update, Ryan McNamara.
No, that was me. What are you talking about? That was totally me. Here's Kent Denver now, worked up ice. It hits off of a couple different players, but it says, the back linesman says that was off of Kent Denver only. So Christian Stevens will watch on as it comes all the way back to his own end for a face-off. 3 minutes left in the game here. 3-1 score. Steamboat on top. They're right to left on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM.
There's a lot of threes left in that
sentence. Too much for me to count. Now Beckett gets tied up with a man at the blue line after he got the shot away. And now it's going to be taken by Kent Denver in their own end. Hits off of a stanchion, took an awkward hop. And Beckett just absolutely blasts a man behind the play.
It's not what it looks like. He was skating backwards. He skated into this fella backwards, Christian Stevens.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Oh, he's getting a penalty.
He's getting them both? He's getting them both.
Yeah, I know. Colby Beckett was skating backwards, and he skated right into Christian Stevens. That sounded a lot worse than it really was. I don't think Colby even saw him over there.
Some incidental contact on that one. Stevens pleading his case. You're never really going to win that one, though, when you're talking to the Zebras here on the Frozen Serengeti.
Especially since none of the Zebras saw that. I must have caught it out of the corner of his eye or something.
That's been a battle that's been had for this whole shift, and that's why Glenn decided to pull them both, and so they'll sit and field shame. 2:38 left in the third period of play. They'll be eligible for release, the first whistle following the 38-second mark of this period.
Field shame.
Yes, and then they will be free. 3-1 score. And so Kent Denver running out of time here. Whitmer picks it up. He's going to take it in on his backhand. Shoots. Big save there from Tritz. Rebounds tucked just wide. As players in front of the goal here for Steamboat. Now LaPointe's coming up, and he's going to be rubbed off the puck there. And then,
why would
he
you
just
do
drives
that?
him to the ice. I don't know how that wasn't a penalty there. Is right in front of the official. Could have called it and didn't. I mean, he just face washed and then drove the ice. Now Kent Denver's going to take it, and Whitmer ducks a hit there from the point.
Oh, penalty. Looks like the entire student section's getting into it with one Sun Devil fan. Hey, you should be nice to that guy. He's got 10 pizzas.
Yeah, seriously. It's a lot of pizza. So point going to go to the box here. And he didn't make his way right to the box. He definitely veered off course a little bit and had some words.
He deserved to be in the box for that face over here, but yeah, I don't think that's what he got called for.
It was not. And so the face-off is going to be back in the Steamboat end for the puck right now.
The old hidden puck trick.
I love this one. Timeout taken by Kent Denver. So, wow. Pretty interesting little sequence of events.
Yeah. Streaking up the boards here. He knocked off one check. And he was like not pleased with that.
He was not. Want to thank a few sponsors. Steamboat Dental Center, dentistry designed for you. Visit Dr. Whitty and the team or out online at SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Mountain View Car Wash up in the Sailor Clean between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515.
You ever driven by Russell's Auto Salon?
Every day on my way to work.
See that red tracks?
Awesome.
He finds a snow target on every day.
I love it. I'd like to go rip around in that thing. That'd be pretty fun.
Very unique looking vehicle.
Yes.
And the body on it looks fantastic. He must get that washed somewhere.
Maybe it's a Mountain View Car Wash.
He must have the gold package because it's always clean.
That's right. Also want to thank Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more, offering customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products, as well as UC Health, the Yampa Valley Medical Center, helping you get back to full strength when you're feeling short-handed. Don't forget Chris Puckett, the downtown Edward Jones office, and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, also proud supporters of Sailors Athletics here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM.
Well, Kent Denver wins the faceoff. Shot from the point, stopped by Colombo. Shot goes wide. Kent Denver hustles, but it gets out of the zone.
So unless Kent Denver's able to score here, we'll see 6-on-4 play for the duration of this game. Colombo back checking. They did pull their goalie. That's why they numerically have two-man advantage. Left, just a 2-goal game, so it's close here. Whitmer, nice pass to Candle. Back to Whitmer to Candle once again. Two guys in front battling for position. And eventually Sullivan takes over, but he lost the puck. It's kept in the zone by Whitmer. Great effort. And then it's again kept in the zone here. But eventually the puck comes free, and Borgening will get there. Fires up the wall, and that does get out and go to length of the sheet. George Candle has to backtrack to his own zone with just 1 minute left here in the game. Candle with a head of steam. He gets by one, then two men, but loses it as Kempers is thrown hard to the boards there. And the puck is going to be taken by Kent Denver, passed out front, and eventually goes through the crease, picked up again by the Sun Devils at the blue line. Backdoor feed, hits off skates. Sullivan takes it, and he kind of fanned on it, trying to get it down. He was looking to shoot that one. It's kind of free range right now for Steamboat because they won't get called for ice. Kent Denver, though, takes it again. Still 27 seconds on the clock. Passed up to George Candle. Now to the high slot. Shots blocked down. And it's going to be picked up by McNamara. Work to the far side corner. He'll just turn and fire this one. And that one will be into the back of the net. Grant McNamara from the far corner for the Steamboat Sailors gets the short-handed goal into the empty net with just 12.3 seconds left.
That was an excellent or shot.
It sure was.
I think if there had been a Wrangler plywood with the little hole in it, that would have gone through.
You're probably right. Right down the middle. So 4-1 game now, and the Steamboat Sailors on their way to another victory and a sweep here of the season series between. As this one's just about set to conclude. 3 seconds left And now the horn. This game's over here from the Howelsen Ice Arena. And Steamboat comes out on top 4-1. They'll next be in action. I'm trying to think if they have a Tuesday this week or if that's the next week. It's either Tuesday or Friday. I'll be heading down Friday. They'll have Stanley on Friday and then Fort Collins Saturday. For Andrew Bilski, Monica back at the board, I'm Blood and Chase saying so long here from Howelsen Ice Arena. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM, also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.